alone. When has my existence ever mattered? I've been standing alone on battered and tattered souls. My soul knows no ally, so I leave my tears on the inside. They die before you will ever have the chance to tell me to be strong. A long history of the same story tells a tale that does not end well for me. You've been privy to the same parables that I know, and still you chose to leave me hanging alone.
Alone. Already felt unequal, now the mandate of hate against my people escalates as evil is given a face now. The crowds drown out my lonely plea of peace to Allah. Peace is all I wish, but the spittle of racist rhetoric and violent etiquette leaves my peace no solace, not even inside of me. Fear causes me to slink back into the reality of the shadows that I now know as home, because you saw my fear and still left me alone.
Alone, to figure out what it means to feel what I feel, the realness of what that means in a society that deems my sexuality as a casualty of a poor upbringing, the ringing of my truth in my mind's eye struggles as it tries to drown out the lies spat in my face. I face the hate in solitude because you witnessed my abuse and still choose to leave me.
Alone, to navigate inequity based on my gender, to be judged according to my figure, to transfigure this cycle, to finally be considered as good as or better than a man with the same skill set. Yet I fight this fight with a bayonet composed only of my will, and still the ignorance of stereotype drills holes into my armor. This somber sense of weariness takes hold of me as I recognize your silence as apathy, and once again, you leave me alone.
But now, for the first time, the lines that divided us through indifference towards each other's cause has caused us to fall into the same chasm of despair. But it doesn't end there. 'Cause now, for the first time, I recognize your struggle in mine, and I can no longer ignore the doors that are closed to you, the doors that you hid behind, confined to a space where you felt isolated. 'Cause now I see you for the first time,
And
I will never leave you alone.
The cast of The Lion King.